Hi, Dolly friends. This is Kitty.
And I'm Totty.
And welcome to Little Wattle Nursery. Our channel is dedicated to our love of dolls and creating fun and positivity in the doll hobby. So stick around and have some dolly fun. Hi, Dolly friends, and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kitty. Well, today I'm going to be addressing that same question every single year that I address in January. What are my doll collecting goals for this year? So what are going to be my doll collecting goals for 2023? Do you actually have some doll collecting goals? If you do, I'd love to hear what they are down in the comments below. So whilst I'm discussing my doll collecting goals for 2023, I'm going to be doing an outfit change on one of my reborn dollies, and this is my beautiful Tiffany Grace. She is the Chloe Sculpt by Natali Blick. It's a sold out limited edition kit. She was reborn by Kiwi Serenity Reborns, and she's in a lovely little outfit at the moment. This is her nursery outfit. So when she's not starring on YouTube, this is what she wears in the nursery. But I'm going to change her into something really lovely today. I'm going to put this really sweet summer or spring/summer romper on her. I've had this for quite a while and just haven't had the opportunity to put it on any of our dolls yet, and I think it's going to look really lovely on her. It's in this just like an off-white. I don't know whether it's cream, maybe it's a linen color, and it's got this beautiful stitched design on the front panel here. I love that, the floral design with the pinks and the lilacs, and this is sort of like a rose gold. It's so pretty. Love that. That's hand stitched. It's got little flutter sleeves and it crosses over at the back, and there's snaps down the bottom. I've got this really pretty headband. Look at this floral headband. It's so gorgeous. It's got this little rose on the corner here, and then there is this very delicate lace design with the purple and lilac little pearl beads, and it's just on a pretty white band. I think that's so lovely. And I'm going to put a cream pair of socks on. These are the brand Condor. I love these, and they've got pretty bows. And I think I'm going to do a different bodysuit to the white one that's on. Just a moment, I'll get that now. So I'm going to put this really pretty bodysuit on. It's from Arabella and Rose. It's a 000. It might be a little bit big for her, but I'll try and make it work. But it's got this beautiful ribbed design, and I love the balloon sleeves. I'm going to put it underneath the romper. I think that will finish it off really nicely. Well, I hope everyone's week is going well, and wherever you are in the world, you're feeling safe, happy, and loved. Well, the new year always brings in resolutions and new goals, and of course every year we tend to think up of what our goals are for the year so that we can work towards what dolls we're going to collect. And I had a really big milestone birthday last year, so I think about 8 or 9 dolls joined our collection, which is massive for me. I've been collecting dolls for over 40 plus years. And what I find is that there's peaks and troughs when I collect. So there can be periods where I don't collect anything for years. And then of course there can be other times, such as when a milestone birthday comes up, and then all sorts of dolls start coming into the nursery. It's like a revolving door of dollies. So I think this year will definitely be a lot quieter than last year because I don't like to have too many dolls, and I will sell some if I feel like things are becoming overwhelming. I haven't actually counted how many dolls we have in our collection. Does anyone count how many? I don't, and maybe if I did, I'd be absolutely horrified. But I don't know how many dolls we have at this point in time. But I usually just base it on how I feel. If it's starting to get overcrowded in the nursery, I might look at selling some. So what goals do I have this year? So the first goal is going to be to change the direction of our doll collecting. For the past 2 to 2.5 years, both Totty and I have been collecting reborn dolls, and that's been our primary focus. We're actually going to shift away from that, and we're going to start collecting other dolls. And the first type of doll that I would like to look at are Blythe dolls. These cute little dollies are so adorable. I love the way that their eyes can change colours. These dolls are going to require a lot of research, a bit like reborn dolls in that you can get a lot of fakes. And as our loyal viewers know, we've got nothing against people purchasing fakes, but I like to purchase the real deal to have in my collection, and so it's going to require a bit of research on our behalf to make sure that we don't accidentally buy a knockoff, because we are wanting to buy originals. So yeah, really looking forward to exploring Blythe dolls, but it's going to require a bit of time and energy to invest in this change of direction. Another really sweet, cute little collectible doll that came up on my radar last year was the OB11 dolls. Have you seen those dolls? They are so stinking adorable. Again, they're going to require a bit of research because I think you can get the little knockoff ones from Amazon, etc. But I'm sure there's some floating on Etsy as well. So I'm going to have to really research into that to see how to buy genuine, because we doll collect. There is an investment aspect to our doll collecting, so we're always looking long term. What is what return we're going to get on our investment. So for us, that's why it's really important that we want to purchase genuine products. So the next type of doll that we'd like to explore collecting are ruby red fashion dolls. And again, it's sort of, you can see this reoccurring theme of these ball jointed dolls. They're the type of dolls that we want to start exploring. Many of them are a smaller type of dolls, so they take up less room, and they're just super cute. There's lots of fashions that go with these dolls, so there's lots of fun that can be had with these kinds of dolls. The ruby red fashion dolls are also a more affordable option than the Blythe and the OB11 dolls, and so that's going to probably give us a taste of what these ball jointed dolls are like. But honestly, the biggest attraction are the fashions, and we really like how the dolls kind of have that teen look about them. Some of them look like sort of teenagers. That's a really kind of cool look for the dolls. So yeah, we're very excited to explore those types of dolls as well. So now moving on to vintage dolls, and as our loyal viewers know, I have a real love for American vintage dolls, especially from the 1950s through to the 1970s. And I have to say, I love a Paddy Play Pal doll. I love the Ideal Toy Company dolls. I'd love to get more Paddy Play Pals in our collection. You know, maybe even a Penny or a Saucy or even a Peter, that would be wonderful too. So that's probably more a long-term goal, but we'll definitely have it as a goal for 2023. And of course, I'd love to get a Giggles doll as well, one that's in working order in its original outfit and preferably with a box. So vintage dolls are quite high on our priority for 2023. We'd really like to return to collecting those dolls. There's just something incredibly magical about vintage dolls. They are lots and lots of fun. And then last but not least, we probably will still collect the odd reborn doll here and there. Like I said, we've really enjoyed collecting the reborn dolls for the past couple of years, but we just feel like it's time to move on. I think we've got about 12 or 13 reborn dolls in our collection. It's time to move on and try something different. And so that's why we've got these other doll collecting goals for 2023. But we're still going to probably enjoy collecting the odd one here and there. And I do have one that's on my, I guess, list of priorities, and that would be the Cami Sculpt by Ping Lau. So I definitely want to do a custom Cami. I'd like to get a brunette Cami with a fringe. I think that would look so adorable, or I think you call it bangs in America. I just think a little Cami doll, a brunette one with bangs or a fringe would look so stinking adorable. So I think that's a pretty substantial list for our doll collecting goals for 2023. Are there any dolls in our list that are on your list of goals to collect? Let us know if they are in the comments. Oh, look at little Tiffany Grace. She is looking so precious in her floral romper. Isn't she, darling? Let's get the camera down to do a once over on her. Look at this pretty headband. It's so dainty and florally, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love that face. That's so precious. And here is this beautiful design, the beautiful stitching on this front panel. Really pretty. There's the cream socks. Oh, she's just looking so precious. Well, thank you so much for joining us today as we discussed what our doll collecting goals are for 2023. We'd love to hear what your doll collecting goals are. Just let us know in the comments what favourite sculpts or dolls you have in mind to collect, because it might actually give myself and other people some really good ideas about what types of dolls to collect. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you're new here today, please consider subscribing to our channel. We look forward to seeing you in our next dolly video. Dolly friends, bye for now. Bye everyone.